Hey guys, Adam here from DirectionTrader.com. Let's do today's morning recap and looking forward to video. It's about 10 after 9 on the west coast here, so about 11:10 Central. Start off here by looking at the S&P. Um, once again, guys, keep looking at these S&Ps. They continue to hold their faster period moving average, holding their intermediate term moving averages, really not getting any breakdown, guys, and we are at all-time highs. So I keep on looking to the upside here in the S&P, keep on looking for opportunities. Any pullback just gives me another opportunity to look to the long side here. Ever since earlier this week when we had this pullback, we tested our support, as you can see right here. We tested our support and have gotten nothing but a nice little pop, a nice rally to the upside. We're sitting right at the all-time highs here. Sitting right up here at resistance here and continuing to look for upside opportunities. Here later in the morning, this morning we had kind of choppy here market early on, but nonetheless going into lunch here, going in towards the afternoon, we are getting a rally, getting more of a pop to the upside with the market internals, and everything is just looking more bullish right now as we move forward. I do have some some things that are a little bit of issues here with the bonds heading higher, but nonetheless, you still have the MACD pushing higher. You still have the stochastic pushing higher, a little bit overbought, but nonetheless, they can stay overbought for a long period of time, guys. So, especially in an uptrend. As we're in an uptrend, we can be overbought from, look here, here's where it started being overbought, and it just continued to stay there. So don't worry too much about it. As long as you keep getting this upside momentum, upside pressure, I will continue to look for the upside opportunities here and see if we can break higher here with the S&P. But I'm not going to be looking short on the S&P until we start getting below some of them faster period moving averages. Let's go over here to the Russell real fast. You know, normally if we get downside opportunities, we look in the Russell. Today we were actually looking. You see we got these containment ship bars here, these big wicks that we've been dealing with. Today as we came in, we opened up below yesterday's highs, and we were actually starting to push down. I said, we're willing to trade short. We are actually short in the Russell this morning in the room. And I said, once we get down to the 14s, I'm going to stop the shorts and wait to see if we can get a reversal here. This is a level we came up with in the room here, the 14s. So we actually shorted below this faster period, 8-period moving average. We were shorting this morning in the Russell till we got to the 14s. Ended up coming down to around the 10s or 11s and then getting its bounce, but nonetheless, we were able to short there, and we stopped about the 14s because we were starting to get into the area here of these accumulation or containment ship bars, whatever you want to call. Every time the Russell gets down in this support area, it's really been rejected. The buyers have really kicked it in and protected this area. So something about this area is just amazing here, getting these buyers back in here. And we knew that going into this morning. So guess what? We put in our hard limit there at the 14s. We said, you know what? No more shorts. If we get a short opportunity, we're going to keep on shorting down to about the 14s, and then we're going to stop. So that's what we did. We followed our rules. We stopped, and we've had nothing but a pop all the way ever since. Now we're actually looking longs. Above yesterday's highs, we've actually been looking longs the last half hour in the room. But nonetheless, same thing applies. So as long as we're able to stay above this 8-period moving average, I'm going to keep on looking for long opportunities up to this 21. And then once we get up in here, we're starting to get into a little bit of a congestion area. We got all these moving averages kind of getting into a little bit of a chop zone. So moving forward on the Russell, I will continue to be long above the 8 here, but as we start getting up here towards the 2150, I'm going to be a little bit hesitant. I'm probably going to sit on my hands and wait for us to break above them. We get above them, I'll get bullish again, and then I'll wait for us to roll over and maybe get down below the 8 before I ever continue to short again. So kind of getting up into that area of no trade for me on the Russell, kind of getting into that no trade area here on the Russell. Once we get up towards that 21-period moving average, get up there a little bit higher, get up into that 41 area. If you guys remember from the videos from last week, we talked a lot about the 41s. That's this previous swing that we used over and over and over, several different these levels. But we'll look to continue long up until that level. If we get up into them 41s, I'm going to go ahead and sit on my hands and see if we're going to get a break to the upside or if we're going to find that resistance again and roll back over. So very, very interesting time to be trading right now with these stock index futures. I'm going to take a quick look at the bond here because this is a little alarming. We have the markets pushing higher and the bonds finally broke. As we've been talking so much about these different areas of support and resistance, bonds just getting rejected at this previous resistance. Pushing through, we have some support here you can't see, or some resistance here you can't see from the past, but we retested there, we found a little resistance, came on back, and we've been bouncing here, and then finally we just broke just now. More importantly, the bonds are pushing higher, and the stock indexes are pushing higher, so something's got to give here. So I'm very curious how we're going to trade the remainder of the day going into tomorrow, but using them price levels on the stock index futures that we just went over, that's going to have a big impact on how I'm going to continue trading moving forward. So looking to see a little bit of continuation here with the Russell here until the 41s. Just watching real closely at this 8-period moving average, guys. It's a magnet. It tends to suck the market right back to it, and I'm going to continue to look. So basically going to be bullish until the 41s, and then if we roll back over, I'm going to be bearish, but being very cautious down in near the support area. So very fun time to be trading the stock index futures. So we're having a lot of trading opportunities over the last few months here. Just tons of trading here in the stock index futures and the Russell especially. So all right, guys, that's it for today's video. Been quite a week with the FOMC statement yesterday and whatnot, so been a lot of hurry up and waiting. I feel been a lot of trading and then a lot of waiting. So quite a week here, guys. But if you have any questions here about me, about this trading, guys, about these levels I'm looking at, go ahead, email me, adam@directiontrader.com. If not, thanks for watching, and I will see you in tomorrow's video. Have a good afternoon, guys.